So today we are going to do the Brightspace app, and I'm going to show you how to set it up and some different things about it. But if you're on your screen, it is the orange one that says Pulse. So third row, third column, a little square there. All right. And when you download Brightspace Pulse for the first time, it will take you to a screen that says who provides your learning. So we can type in Marywood, and it comes up with, don't see it, keep typing. Oh, it says Marywood U. It does show up now. Our live site's here. So our live site is Marywood U, and you'll click on it, and it will take you to our login screen. So at that point, you will be able to log in using your LDAP credentials. So those are the same things that you use to log into Marywood U and currently Moodle. It's a good time over here, guys. All right, and then it comes up and it will show you the courses that you are listed in. First, this is kind of where it defaults to. You'll be able to see your courses because I'm a special super admin. Like Riley, we can see all of the courses for all of the things. But they're here, and a couple things to start with are that you still have those pin features. So if you wanted to pin a course, you could, so it's always at the top. On your app as well. It carries over the things that are pinned from your other course, but you can change it here. Down at the bottom, you'll notice that we still have that waffle icon for courses, so it's the same. And then we have the notifications tab. So we'll get updates and subscriptions. So if things are changed and they choose to get notifications on the app, they could do that. Subscriptions would be any forums that they may have subscribed to or things like that, and they'll show up right here. And the student can choose, and you guys can choose to turn on push notifications for the app. So if you just want it to like pop up with that banner across the top of the screen, you can do that. And then the other one is upcoming. So as students are getting on Brightspace and they have the app and instructors are using like due dates and different items, they will all show up here, and they call it the pulse because it's there's nothing on here now, but it'll actually kind of show up with like this orange bar, like a little line graph that's filled in. So if they have a lot of due dates on one day, that's why they call it Brightspace Pulse is the official name of the app, because it keeps them on the pulse of their educational stuff moving forward. But so you'll be able to see, you can look at work to do, you can look at specific events, all they can go day by day, and it'll actually give them a list of what to do that's interactive. Or you guys, if you wanted to look at it, and you can click on it right there and jump to that activity. Another nice thing is that you can add things yourself to this list. So if you wanted to set a reminder to grade, if you want to encourage your students to use it and say like set up, like you have this group project due, go in and set a couple extra due dates for yourself of like where you want to be, they can do that, which is a nice feature. But let's see here, I'm going to go into a class that actually has something in it maybe, so you can see what that looks like on here.
Kat, it's Deb. While that's loading, I have a quick question. So I downloaded the app, and what were the credentials for logging in?
So they won't work yet.
Oh, okay, that's why.
Yes, we are still. It's still in the process of being set up, but hopefully over this next week we're doing the integration. So we set it up so it can read the stuff for logins, but now we have to actually integrate to add everybody's profiles and such to the system.
Okay, just make sure I downloaded it. Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
But you can log in with your demo stuff.
Yeah. If you want to, yeah, you can do the demo.
Okay.
So when it says like where's your learning from, you would click that don't see who it is, and then you would type in the marywood.brightspacedemo.com.
Oh, okay.
And it will let you, and you can log in
Thank
with
you.
what you've been using. So this is, of course, this would be like the top level areas of content, and they can go in. So like you can click, you can see the different things in there and get straight to whatever the piece is. So you can watch it. Shows up all nice. Full screen, different things. But then it'll be checked off so they can, it makes it easy to kind of go through content on their phone. So if they happen to be, you know, riding in a car, they could watch videos or read different things if they like to be on their phone. I think our last survey said that 75% of our students were using mobile devices, either like phones or tablets, to access the LMS. So I think that will be helpful. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's one that has like different stuff than just videos, because I know that course just has that. Let's see. Maybe this one. Yeah, so here's like a nice, if you used one of those page templates, this is one that they have. It shows up. They're mobile responsive, so they always fit nice. You don't have to zoom in or zoom out. But so course home will take them back to an actual web version. So if something wasn't working, they could get to it and it logs in to a web version of the course, but they can click done and it goes right back into the app. So are there any questions on the app?
I mean, my only thing was, so I've been practicing with the app, and it just takes a little while for the videos to load. Is that the app? Is that my Wi-Fi?
I'm gonna think your Wi-Fi here because I'll go
Okay.
back into this first one. I think I clicked the same one. And it depends how much content's in the course. Like if the course has lots of
Okay.
content in it, it's
It
definitely gonna
does.
take,
Yeah.
it's gonna take more time to load on this page because it's trying to pull
Okay.
everything over. Plus, you know, at home right now, like I've got the laptop, my phone. I
Yeah, I
think
have a lot
it's,
going too. Okay.
right, we have a ton of devices that are already there. So, but like here's one, and I clicked, and
So
so like
maybe
this,
we should just tell students to be patient if they have a lot going on,
yeah,
because I noticed in class when we're using Wi-Fi in a room, say 238, they're like, it's not loading, it's not loading, when it
yeah,
doesn't like come up immediately. So I
yeah,
don't want like the help desk to get a bunch of calls for slow stuff if it's really just a function of our environments.
yeah. I would
Okay.
definitely go with that. And like I said, especially if your course has like a ton of content in it, it's
Yeah.
gonna take longer on that first page to pull up all of the things.
Okay.
But you can see like this video loaded pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go, guys. Look, so much fun. Sorry, I've never screen shared my phone before. I'm entertained. But all right, so that's all I have for the app. I bet if I want to, so eventually you can actually have both on here. So here, Deb, I'll do the other one. So if we did Marywood, don't see it. Keep typing. So Brightspace demo.com. Oh, I got to enter it down here. Ha. Sorry, guys. Marywood Brightspace demo.com.
I love the way the pulse looks though, like because I put all my due dates in and stuff. I really
Yeah.
like how that works. And I wonder, would our courses, so like if somebody's taking my class and Deb's class, would they see my class as one color and her class as another color on
I
the
don't
pulse map?
I don't think so. I think the pulse map only shows
Okay.
all one color.
Oh, okay. I was just curious.
Nonsense. Well, you guys got a break for a little bit, but now it's back. Apparently not, guys. I don't know my password anymore because there's too many. But good to know. Diane, would you be up for sharing?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
All right, you'd have to join the meet on your phone.
Okay. Okay. And you can log in as me if you want, since
Are
you're
you
already
sure?
on there. Yeah.
Right. What's your username?
Diane.delaval. And then you gave me the password as Marywood, all lower caps.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so if you go to food science, the NO 203 without the L.
Sounds good. So, and this is a picture that you put on,
Yes.
right? So you can,
Yes.
picture will still show up here, and then we could go over. Oh, I guess it would be by course because there we go.
Yeah, so you'll start to see. It took a few minutes to a few seconds to load the pulse.
Did it? We'll wait. Do.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
So I lied. It was not orange. All right, but you could see it, and the student can kind of see and be like, all right, I have a bunch to do on Sunday.
Yeah.
So, and then you could go in and click on one. You can go right to the activity. If it's not a thing that's right in the app itself, it'll automatically log them into the website so they could go ahead and complete it.
Can I just say this is the coolest thing I've ever seen?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
cool.
we didn't demo like we talked about the app to faculty, but we didn't demo it as much.
Oh my God.
And so we definitely demoed it with the student group, and they were all like, I love the app. And because I don't know if any of you have the Moodle app, but the Moodle app is
horrible. Horrible. I mean, I was at the point where I was telling students not to take quizzes on their phone or a tablet. So we're okay then saying you can do quizzes on your phone with this app.
I have not had a chance to double test all of the questions
Okay.
typed, but I'm going to say 90% yes, because when they go to
Okay.
take the quiz, it will open up the mobile browser and they have a
Okay.
very mobile responsive design. So all of the questions should be perfect. Like I
Okay.
said, only 90% because I have not personally tested it myself.
Okay. And I do have it question by question. So say it locks them out, it will save what they've done up to the question that it locks them out. Whereas if you have it all on one page and they get locked out, they lose everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you can see it's fun if you have lots of things. And then, oh, my son is throwing things out of his room. So you could add like a new work to do and say, like if you were giving a presentation, or for the students that might have instructors that don't use their due date so much, or just are more like when we're back to in-person classes, totally. If they're like, oh, you're going to have a project due on the 30th, the student can actually write that in like as a note for them. They can put what course it goes to, you know, and say, oh, the instructor said that this is going to be 26% of my grade. They can set a due date and it'll tell you. But then they can have it and it shows up on that list with their pulse, so you can see how it changed it.
And then they would be able to participate in a video conference this way if you had the link in your course this way.
Yeah, because it'll
Okay.
it'll take everything from the app and open it in a mobile web browser if it's not native in the app. But yeah, fun times, guys. All right, that's all I got for real now. Stop the broadcast and see all your smiling faces. All right. I don't know. Do you guys have any questions? Otherwise, we can get to work. And, oh, in the settings, I shouldn't have stopped sharing. In the settings, they can also change some things about the graph. So they can change if they wanted to show work to do, events, both of them. They could turn off the work to do in events, so it just always defaults to all. So it's there, and they can change the starting day of the week. So if they want the starting day to be Sunday, they can do that. But I'm going to sign out of Diane's account, guys.
I have a question.
Yeah.
It's kind of an easy one for you, I think. It's a soft one. So we're in a demo version right now, right? but Marywood just got that contract. Is that's what?
So not just got the contract, but they just got our live site has been up, and we've been configuring the site.
Oh, okay.
So like all of the permissions and the roles, like our production site where everything will actually be. So either next week or the week after, when everything is set up and everybody's courses are automatically like put in there for you, we'll do the session where we go in and I'll like talk everybody through and say like, go to your course, export your package, we'll go to the live site, find your course and import it. And then it will be in production and it will be good and all the students will be able to log in at that point and we'll be set. Yeah.
I think I missed at the very beginning. How do we download the app? Where do we get it from?
Oh, so you can go to whatever app store you have on your phone. So you can either go to the Google App Store or the Apple App Store and just search for Brightspace Pulse.
Okay, thanks.
Yes. Just another fun bit of information that has come up. Every month, D2L does release updates. So every month they provide like little new features based on what they call the PI, the product idea exchange. That's in the Brightspace community, which everyone has access to right now. So if like you're going through and there's something that you wish you could happen, you can put it in there and then people upvote it and they make changes every month. And usually I think their rule is at least a quarter of their monthly changes have to come from the product idea exchange and actual users. So I will send out. Yes, Deb.
Oh, sorry, it's Deb. So I'm on the app and I'm playing around on my phone. So under the settings, I missed that part. So you can have them see work to do, events, and then all. Did you recommend turning all three on or just leave the two on?
I would recommend just leaving all on.
Just all, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I don't think the students are going to do a big like differentiator between the work to do and an event. So just tell them to leave it all. And that way they don't accidentally miss something by having those two other tabs like default to being open.
Right. So should I turn the work to do and the events tab off and just leave the all on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then it'll just only show that tab.
Perfect. Thank you.
Can you tell us approximately how this is all going to be shared with the other faculty? I mean, we're just a small group of 20 people.
Yes. So we are going to continue training throughout the fall and spring semesters. So my hope is that in the fall, we'll have additional people. And we're going to hold one training session a week throughout the fall. And then in the spring, we're going to go ahead and double it up to 2 training sessions throughout the week. And Riley, Margaret, and myself are kind of going to be rotating through those. So every session there will be 2 of us on and we'll rotate through to provide all of those. And all of these are being recorded. So we'll have them and they kind of have labels on them and they're on our YouTube channel. Also on the thing, you know, on the Google Drive on our website. Here, let me share real quick. You could cry for a long time, guys. All right. So on our Brightspace page, so marywood.edu/Brightspace, I'm going to be continuing to direct everyone here. We still have to officially decide if we're going to do our formal switchover for Maymester 2021 and stop using Moodle then, or Summer 1 2021 and stop using Moodle then. But on this page in the resources for faculty area, we will have all of our training sessions. And we have how to sign up for the Brightspace subscription training. So if people just want to do it on their own and they don't need a live session. But then down here in the resources area, you know, we have lots of documentation that we've made, but we have also put down here at the bottom this Brightspace resources spreadsheet. And so down here, we have resource category, kind of a description of what it is, and what type of resource it is, whether you're looking for something like a web page to read or a YouTube video on how to do it. So here's a link to all of our training sessions that we have, that we are adding all of those in. So we have how to add file templates. I might not have finished that document yet. But some good things in here. And one of the benefits for us in switching to Brightspace is that because it is not quite as customizable as Moodle, it looks the same mostly from institution to institution, and how a lot of the features work are the same. So they have a very rich repository of YouTube videos and videos made for everything already. So if there's something that you want to do, like the Brightspace YouTube channel is phenomenal, and like you can go by learners, by students, you can search like I want to add a quiz and it will do that for you. Like their documentation is already super great. So we can spend more time working with everybody individually and answering questions rather than rebuilding all of those resources like we're doing with Moodle.
I have a question. So if you have a class that 2 instructors are teaching, how is that handled? I mean, they both have equal editing. I don't know. I'm just curious.
So after I know how the SIS, like how we actually configure, there will be one of 2 options. So I'll have a more formal answer next week. But one option would be to have both instructors listed with the registrar's office, because then they'll definitely both be listed on the course. And our other option would be to manually add the second instructor.
Kat, it's Deb. I have a question.
Yes.
So, I see in the chat here, Jody was asking about the templates. So, do you recommend, since I'm importing my class from Moodle into Brightspace, do you recommend doing that and foregoing the template, or is it better to do the template and then import the class?
So the templates are really only for the page feature, not necessarily templates for how the actual course is set up. So you would still like import your Moodle stuff exactly as it is into Brightspace, and you could start to rearrange it. And then the pages are a really great way to share content. So that's where you'd be able to kind of like put like an introductory like picture and some information, and then you could add a YouTube video or your own video and say like watch this, and then you can put some like thought questions afterwards. Like it's more of a templates for a page resource that kind of makes it look nice and has additional items rather than us just typing on a page.
Okay, so you still recommend to do the template then, and you do that first, or you can do that whenever?
So when you're making a page, when you apply the template, it would erase everything that's there. So like you'd add a page, then you'd do the template here.
Okay.
I will also show quick. All right, so here guys, this will be our live site. I also have too many tabs open. My computer's gonna have a heart attack. It's like, nope, sorry. You guys saw me change that before, right? That happened. All right. Diane, I'm stealing yours again. Did you put the templates on yours? Do not.
I I did not put the templates on the whole course, but I used them individually in a couple modules. So if you look at like the first 2 weeks, I did use the template after the fact. So I applied it to the page. So you can do that.
All right. Back to yours. I thought I had it that time, but I did not. All right, so courses. You said the first 2 weeks?
So if you go in week 1, yeah. So I used it for the materials, yeah.
Yeah, so you can add a template to it. So like Diane added this background.
And I believe that template is called module introduction or something like that.
Yeah, so there's lots of ones in there, but you could see, you could add the text overview. Here, let me go and not mess up your stuff.
And then if you go in like week 4, I didn't use it, and it's just plain.
So if we do create a file, and then select document template,
Right.
they have all these templates in here that you could choose for whatever you want to share. So like if you have a bunch of images to share and you want to kind of ask them questions about each one, you could do that, or explain different things about each one. If you have a video to share, here's a file with video. This one even kind of gives you directions on how to replace the video. So Diane said she used the module introduction. There's also a instructor introduction. So it lets you put your picture in and kind of give some information about yourself. But so these are just for sharing content, not your whole course.
Thanks, that's helpful.
Now, if you show them one like week 4, the page without the fancy thing, like I just did the basic Moodle page, like how I was using, it's just plain. So I put my own picture in there and then just use the Arial 14 font. I mean, for me, I don't care. I'm probably not going to go through the trouble to do the template in every page.
Yeah, if you're starting from scratch, it's one thing. But
yes,
if your materials are like, if you already have all of these made. But all right, so if it's not, do you guys have any other questions right now? Do you want to hop in and start working, and we'll hang out? I'll go stop my son from crying for the second half hour, and you guys can work and explore things, and Riley and I will be here to answer questions.
Okay, so you want us to go into our account and just work on our course content? Okay.
Yep, so you can hang out, work. If you don't want to work, you don't have to stay, but if you'd like to while we're here, like I said, Riley and I will be here to answer questions, or maybe if you have a idea about an activity but you're not sure, maybe even other people could jump in with some ideas that they might have, or while we're all exploring and building together.
I have 2 questions, but I'm not sure if it's like something that y'all already covered, because this is the first session I've actually been able to make. Did you go over like the virtual classroom feature?
I have not. I was going to do that next week, Jeremy.
Okay, I can wait.
Okay, sounds good. Yes, so the virtual classroom feature is Bongo.
Oh, okay.
But it is a premium partner with Brightspace, so there's a lot more features and it's easier to use and add to your course. So like we'll go over how you can set up recurring sessions for your class. So like if you want to have like reoccurring online office hours and fun things.
And the other question I had was, I really like, for the training, the OPI training I did in May, I really have fallen in love with that H5P interactive video feature. And you would mention that there was a way to import it into Brightspace, right?
So H5P is not set up yet on our live site, and it's not in the demo because it's an integration.
Okay.
So we will have it set up. In the meantime, if you want to use the h5p.org, because as like a temporary stopgap, you can make an account there.
Okay.
Or you can also continue to build them in Moodle, because then it has like that copy paste function. Or you can actually export your H5P packages
Okay. Okay.
and have them. So when ours is up and running, we can add them.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Yep. Guys, we outlasted him. Thanks for your extra questions, Jeremy. Now I didn't have to be a softie. So I will be back in a minute while I go let him out from his room. And I'm going to stop the recording for our work session part because nobody wants to see us sitting and working.